Hello royalties, welcome to yet another video. To those of you who are coming in here for the first time, thank you royalties for stepping by. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you like it here. I hope you subscribe, you like the content, and you share. And to those of you who are regular royalties, thank you for stepping in. Thank you for coming back again. You are much appreciated. So in our last video, in fact the last series, we were speaking about, it's time for change when you see some things in your life. So I also promised that I'm gonna make another series on the stages of the change process. So I decided that before I go to the stages of the change process, we need to speak about the self, because remember royalties, all the changes that are happening and everything that is going on, it is going on to the self, to yourself and to myself. So today I want us to speak about the self. How does the change happen to the self? And also I also want us to speak about the characteristics of the self. So the first thing that I need to pinpoint as we are speaking about the characteristics of self is that self is ever changing. Self is ever changing in a way that you do not remain the same person. You are not the same person you were yesterday. I'm not the person I was yesterday, and chances are I'm not going to be the same person as the day ends today, and you are not going to be the same person as the day ends, and even tomorrow you're not going to wake up the same person you were when you woke up today. So self is ever changing. The self changes depending on the environment, the needs, and the perspective of life. I have a different perspective of life. You have your own different perspective of life. I don't view the world as you view the world, so that makes us different. So that takes us to the next point of self is unique. You are your unique self, and I am my unique self, and that's the beauty of life. That makes us unique, that makes us different, that makes us beautiful, and it helps us to be able to work together, because I know I'm going to benefit from yourself, and you're going to benefit of myself, and our different perspective of life makes life more interesting, because when I spend time with you, I get to understand how you view life, how you view the world, how you view people, and how you view just life in general. And the most important part about self in the characteristics of the self is that self has got personalities. Yes, we've got different personalities. Myself has a lot of different personalities, and yourself also has a lot of different personalities. What do I mean about that? Okay, I've got a lot of personalities in a sense that I'm not the same person. Myself as a wife is not the same person as myself as an employee, or myself as an entrepreneur, or myself as a mother, or myself as a daughter. Our selves are ever changing. You may find me to be an interesting person maybe when I'm a mother. You find me, maybe my kids find me interesting, and my kids find me funny and a great person to hang out with. But you find that I'm a different person when you come to my workplace. I'm not the same person as you will find me be as a mother in my home. The same goes for you, royalty. You are not the same person when you are a daughter to your parents, and when you are a wife to your husband, or a husband to your wife. So ourselves are ever changing, and our persons are ever changing. I'm not the same person at church as I am at work, and I'm not the same person at work as maybe you would find me with my friends, hanging out with my friends. I'm a different person. You think that maybe I'm a bit boring when I'm with my friends, but you'll find me more interesting when I'm at church, and I'm just this person that is enjoying my relationship with God. I'm enjoying my space with God. I'm enjoying worshiping God. I'm enjoying praising God. I'm enjoying just testifying about God, reading the word. I'm just a different, vibrant person maybe when I'm in church. And you find me there, you find that I'm so different. And maybe you meet me at work and you see me, I'm just a reserved person. I'm a quiet person. I'm an introvert. I like my space. I like being in my corner. And maybe you'll conclude that this person is boring. But you meet someone who spends time with me at church and they'll say, no, actually give yourself time to learn her. She's not as boring as you think. She's a lover of life. She's a lover of God. She's a lover. She's more happier and more spontaneous when she's at church. And maybe someone will say, no, she's even more spontaneous when she's hanging out with us as her friends. Our needs are ever changing as well. Today, you might meet me and you find that I'm in need of maybe peace. You find that I'm not peaceful. I'm grumpy. I've strived. I'm not content with myself. And then maybe 2 weeks later, you meet me and you meet this calm person, you meet this quiet, reserved person, you meet this person who's content with self. As our needs changes, also ourselves do change. So sometimes we meet people and we just conclude that this person is arrogant, this person is pompous, this person is full of themselves because of the space or the environment that they were in at that particular time. But you are amazed the next time you meet this person, they are so nice, they're so compassionate, they're so polite, they've got a beautiful vibe, and you just see from there to indeed self is ever changing, and as our needs change, ourselves also change. And the other thing that contributes to the ever changing self is our experiences, our past experiences. We spoke about our experiences in the previous videos, and we also spoke about the perspective of how you view things, how you view people, how you take people. We spoke about the self that has compassionate, the self that has grace, the self that has understanding. You do understand yourself that you are not perfect and you don't need to be perfect, and imperfection is okay for you. And we also spoke about having compassion for other people. At one point in time, you might be this person who does not understand people, who's got this rigid expectation on people, that people have to be like this. If a person is not like that, now you're starting to hate on this person. You don't want them in your space. You don't want them in your gang or in your cycle because of this personality. Maybe you saw that this person is bitter, this person is angry, this person does not love people. So your needs at that particular time, you don't need such a person in your life. You feel good, I don't need this person, I don't want this person in my life. But we also spoke about we need to respect people, we need to love people no matter how we feel about them, no matter in which space and time we met them. We still need to have compassion, we still need to have grace, we still need to have understanding of the different changes and the different needs that we go through as people. The other thing that royalties I want to speak about today is there's nothing wrong about having an ever-changing self, because life is not stable, life is not stagnant, life is not always at the same place. We go through something called the river of life. Sometimes you are high on your mountain and everything is going well. You are happy, you are proud of your accomplishments, you are proud of a person you've become, you are proud of your achievements, and you feel like you're on top of the world. Then that's the river of life. You're up there in the mountain, and 3 days later or 2 months later, you go down to your valleys. This time you're approaching difficulties, you are having difficult times, you are not even sure of yourself anymore, you are not happy about yourself, you are not happy about the way you look, you are not happy about the way you feel, you are not happy about the person that you are. at that particular moment. That means your river of life is going down, you're going through the valleys, but it's okay, because sooner or later you're gonna take up again, you're gonna go through your mountains. So this is life. We just go through this river called life. We go through this thing, it's called the river of life, and it's okay to go through all those emotions, all those different seasons of our lives. But the most important thing today that I want to bring to ourselves is that we must acknowledge where we are at a particular time. If you are not okay, you know your feelings are not okay, your mind is not at the right place, maybe you are anxious, maybe you are fearful, maybe you are depressed, maybe you are not okay. We must be in tune with our feelings, royalties. We must acknowledge that, okay, it's a river of life, it's me, myself is ever changing, and it's okay. We need to recognize that, and we need to appreciate that about ourselves, and we need to be in tune with each and every season of our lives. If you are at the mountain, you know that now I'm happy, now I feel fulfilled, I feel excited, I feel proud of myself, and this is where I am. And as soon as you go down to the valleys, you also need to recognize that stage of your life to say, okay, today I woke up and I'm not feeling okay, I'm not proud of myself, I feel depressed, I feel demotivated, I feel discouraged, I'm not the best version of myself. We need to acknowledge that. Before we even go out to meet other people, we need to acknowledge that, to say, okay, today I'm not okay, so I'm gonna be mindful of how I speak to people today, because I know that I'm not okay, I'm not the best version of myself. I'm gonna mind how I speak to people, I'm gonna mind how I interact with people, I'm gonna keep a watch on myself, because I don't want my down self to pour down to other people, because you know it's easy to connect to another person's vibe. Let's say you come to an office today, you get to work, you come into your office, you don't feel like greeting people, you don't feel like sharing a joke with people, you don't feel like spending time with people, and people are amazed, because usually you are not that kind of a person. So people are amazed, they expect you to be this kind of a person they're used to, they expect you to come share a joke with them, share your morning with them, have a cup of tea in the morning before you start working, and today you're just your grumpy self, you're not that person. So it's okay, and it's important to acknowledge that, you know what, I'm not okay today, so I'm gonna try pushing myself, because it's not the fault of these people that I'm not okay. It's not even my fault that I'm not okay this morning, but I just want to acknowledge that I'm not okay. I just want to be in tune with my emotions and my thoughts, and I don't want this down spirit to control my life, to direct my life, or to even direct my day. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that I am in control of my thoughts, and I'm in control of my emotions. If you decide to push yourself to come and mingle with other people as usual, you push yourself, you keep on reminding yourself that, Thandeka, you're not okay today, and it's not even a permanent feeling. Before the day ends, you might be feeling better, but in the present moment you are not okay. Be mindful how you speak to other people, and try to push yourself to the right direction. You know, the right direction is to be friendly, is to greet people, be nice to people, be modest to people, because you are struggling with this thing that is inside of you, and you know it's okay. It's just a temporary feeling. It does not have to control the entire day. It does not have to control the mood now in the office. Now that you are not okay, it does not have to be the standard of the day in the office or at the workplace or at home. You wake up in the morning, you are not okay, you don't feel like you're the best version of yourself. Some people will even say, I'm not a morning person. It's a beautiful thing, royalty, to know who you are. If you know that you are not a morning person, it's a good thing, because it means you're going to be very careful during the morning time. You're going to be very careful of how you interact with your family, how you interact with your kids, how you speak to them, because you know what is happening. You know, Futugut, it's just a morning thing. By the time it's the middle of the day, I'll be okay. I'll just be as normal as other people. So I'm saying all of this to say, royalties, let us be in tune with our emotions, our thoughts, and our experiences. our here and now feelings are very much important, because they help you to understand where you are right now. How are you feeling? What are you thinking? So that you can be able to separate those feelings from interacting with other people. As you interact with others, you understand where you are and how you are feeling. So royalties, I'm just wondering as I'm speaking, do you relate? Do you have days where you feel like today I was not myself, and I was short-tempered, I was angry, I was not nice to people? But sometimes we just become confused. We don't know how to handle ourselves when we are like that. We don't know how to handle our emotions. We don't know how to handle our thoughts. So as I'm saying all these things, royalties, I need you to comment on the comment section. Do you come across these ever-changing personalities of yourself? And do you really recognize or remember the times where yourself is really changing? You are not the same person all the time in all circumstances. Can you please share with us, royalties, on the comment section? We need to take care of our emotions, royalties. Mental illness is real, and mental health must be of great priority in our lives. As soon as you are able to understand yourself, as soon as you are able to read yourself, to read your emotions, to read your thoughts and your feelings, and to be in the here and now feelings, then you are able to control your emotions. You are able even to work well with others. You are able to even take yourself out there to people and still be in control of how you are feeling. Now you know, now that you are feeling down and unhappy, you don't have to take that to other people, royalties. So I want us to learn these things, because it is very much important how you take yourself out there. It's the beginning of the day, it's in the morning, you're waking up at your home. How do you take yourself to the people you live with? You come out of your bedroom, you are shouting, you are angry, or you come up out of your bedroom knowing that I'm not okay this morning, but I still have to take the better version of myself out there to my children, to my husband, to the people I live with. And you also need to be able to take that version of yourself out there to the world. When you come to the workplace, you come into your office, you recognize and you acknowledge that you are not okay, but you are still aware that you have to do something about it. It doesn't have to be the order of the day. It doesn't have to be the order of your life in that day or in that week or in that season. So we need to understand that self is ever changing in that fashion, royalties, that we become able to be in control of who we are. We are able to control the emotions, and we are able to not be controlled by our external environments and also our internal environments. Our internal environments, it's our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, and the self that is ever changing. That's it, royalties. Thank you, royalties, for tuning in today. We have come to the end of today's videos. As we come to an end, I'm asking you, royalties, to keep on thinking about these things. Keep on thinking about your ever-changing self, your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, and your feelings in the here and now. These things are very much important, royalties. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. Don't forget to comment and to share and like the video. Thank you very much, royalties. Have a wonderful day, and ciao ciao.